I just watched Sadhguru. Okay. Look at you. Look at you. Let me ask you a question, right? If I kill a man, right? If I took somebody's life, let's say I murdered somebody, not self-defense. Let's say I murdered somebody, right? And you didn't murder anybody, but you thought about killing someone. You thought about murder. Every time you see them, you want to beat them. You want to murder them. Who do you think the bad karma is coming to? Who do you think has the worst karma? Who do you think is, what do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to suffer the most? Who do you think is going to experience the worst part of it? The one who killed, or the ones who actually thought about it every time they see you? Me? Sexy eyes, what's good, man? I ain't supposed to call another man sexy eyes, but that's your name. What's up, bro? How we doing? And we think that's the killer. This is why the Bible tells us if a man has lust, if a man already thought about sleeping with you and lust, he already committed the sin. Let me tell you this. Karma works physically, it works spiritually, and it works in your thoughts, okay? Your thoughts. Miss Brenda, how we doing? If you think about killing somebody over and over, you're building up that damn karma every single day. Because you are using your thoughts and your mind to create an experience. If you have lusted as a woman in your heart, you have already committed adultery, right? Understand what that term means. Understand what the Bible verse means. Understand, they're talking about karma. If you thought about it, every time you see her, you think I'm better than you because you actually slept with that married woman. You think I am me focusing on it and creating that experience in my mind. Do you know what you create in your mind is as real? What you create in your mind make your body struggle. If you can think on something, and make you have depression, if you can think on something and make you feel sick, if you can think on something and it make you start to shake and you get panic attacks, isn't that real? That's very real. It's as real as doing it. It's just because once your body is thinking it, you don't know what your subconscious mind don't know if it's real or not. Your subconscious mind don't know if it's real or not. If that's your focus and that's your picture, you are sleeping with this man or this woman in your mind every day, every night. You just listen. If you do that every day in your mind, that is more powerful than that man doing that action once. We only believe is actions. It's not just action that makes karma. It's your mind that makes it. Let me tell you why it's not just action, okay? If I protect my family and I shoot a man for protecting my family, did I do something bad? Am I going to have bad karma? No, it's not the action. It's the motive. It's the motive. Nothing is unclean unto itself. It's the motive of it. So we think it's just the action that makes karma. We're walking around here with our mind filthy. Our mind is just negative. Our mind, I hate you. I can't stand you. I can't hate you. Ooh, I want to punch you. You are living foul. Because if you think it and you see it in your mind, your body is actually living it. Your body is actually living it. Listen, if you think about certain things, your body experiences your thoughts. Your body experiences your thoughts. If your body experiences your thoughts, then your body is actually building karma. It's a karmic thing. It's a real karma. It's that you are creating karma within. You are creating it. So don't think just because I kill and you thought about killing, that means I'm worse than you. No, bro. No. We are the same. We are killers. If the Bible put it that way, if you lust of a woman within her heart, you have committed adultery. Therefore, understand what karma really is. Karma is you are painting the picture. A picture is worth 1,000 words. If you paint that picture in your mind of you killing somebody, you have killed. You have killed. You have literally killed. Like you thought that you was not a killer? Man. You think that you could walk around here just letting your mind just do what it does and think that you don't have to suffer karma? See, we think everything is karma. We think everything is real, but karma is not a negative thing. Karma is just created through you. Because what happens when you are suffering the idea of killing someone or of sleeping with someone? What happens when you are living that in your mind? You are literally doing it. And therefore, that creates something. Whatever you focus on, whatever you think about, creates something else. You start up a rolling behavior or action. You start a consequence just from your thoughts. Everything that you think for a certain amount of time when you entertain creates something else. That's your karma. What it creates is something else. You don't know what you're creating. You have no idea. You just reckless with your thoughts. You just think that you could just up there thinking all this stuff that you want to think and nothing happens. Something is happening. Look at your life. Let's be real. Just look at your life. Let's be real. Listen. You don't want to hear this, but look at your life. Be honest with yourself and look at your life. If your life is your karma. Your life is your karma. Because from the thoughts that you generate, from the feelings that you feel, your life is a result of it. Your life is the result. But you think that you just free to think whatever you want to think? You are. But you have to take accountability for your thoughts. You have to learn how to think properly. If you don't learn how to think properly, you're going to be confused. You cannot experience life. Because if you can't think straight, you're only thinking your thinking is going to hurt you. Your thinking is going to mess up your own system. I'm telling you, when I started this, I said this. Life is given to you freely. When you were born, you didn't have to try to push start anything to breathe. You didn't try to pump nothing for your heart to beat. Your heart is beating on its own. You don't know how the hell it is beating. Your mind is going on its own. You don't even know what's in there. Your lungs is just breathing. You don't have to try to breathe. You just breathe naturally. When you eat, your food is being digested. You don't know how it's happening, but your food is being broken down and digested like it's nothing. You don't know what's going on, but something is happening inside of you and within you and with you that you don't understand. You don't know what's going on with you. Yet you're not happy for that. Even though you don't have to work to get it, you're not happy for it. You're not happy. But here comes one stupid thought. Here he comes creeping up. I wonder who is he out there with. I wonder what is he doing out there. Then that thought comes. And that one thought that makes you perfect is going to start your lungs to breathe rapidly. Your heart's going to beat faster. Your mind is going to start racing. Your hands are going to get wet. Your pupils change. Your heartbeat change. Your adrenaline rush change. You mad. Your mood change. Everything change. You're experiencing that in your mind right now. That is real. That is the realest thing that you'll ever experience. That is the realest thing that you have, because it's happening. Your body is experiencing it. Did somebody ask me, why do Afro-Caribbean women always wear wigs and weaves? Are you trying to disrespect my people? Like that? What kind of question is that? You come on my live to ask me that stupid question for real? I hope you're not one of my followers. Seriously. Because if you are, I want you to black yourself. I hope you're joking. I really hope you're playing, because that's just stupid. Why do Afro-Caribbean people wear wigs and weave? Stupid, man. I mean that's pretty stupid. Yeah, that's a block for real. That was pretty. That's just stupid. I mean, yeah, I don't even think it's funny. I think it's just. What's your name? So I could block you. Hold on. Let me find your name real quick. I hope that wasn't one of my followers. As a matter of fact, yeah, let me block you real quick. Lord have mercy. I swear. Boy. Andrew, what's good with you? Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I forget what I was saying. Yo, yo, we have no excuse to be foolish. Let me tell you this right here. This is the era of information. You know what I mean? Miguel, that's right. What did you do to become so self-aware? That's a good question. I like that question. Kimish, you know what I did to become self-aware? Okay, I got you. That's just... So what did I do to become self-aware? To become self-aware, I paid attention to what was coming out of me. You know what I mean? I paid attention to what was coming out of me. So I had to see what was inside of me, right? Because what was, I wasn't, many people who hurt people don't pay attention to what's coming out. Many of us right now don't pay attention to what's coming out of us. Many of us just going, we just going on our daily basis. We don't see the effect that we have. We don't see our mirrors. We don't see our reflection. We don't see how our words, our actions, our energy, even your energy affects every single thing around you. Your energy affects the entire universe because we are the universe. So your energy changes everything. We see things like hurricanes and earthquakes and tsunamis, and oh my God, God is coming. Not realizing that if a billion people, let's say when things happen in this world, our society, like for instance, when that dude died, what's his name? The black guy who died from them cops. I don't keep those things in my mind. So don't think I'm minimizing that effect or that experience. I just don't keep things in my mind because I don't like things being in my head. I like to experience things as they come. So the less things that I keep in my mind is the more things I could experience. When the thing comes, when an outcry, George Floyd, when an outcry is sent up from 16 million people, from 300 million people, and then other countries start to look at us and they send up the same feeling. The world, the earth, and us is connected. So therefore, the earth has its own energy that he has to balance too. We have energy that we have to balance. The earth is a full being that when everything we do affect the earth completely. So now the earth has to send up a volcano or some damn type of hurricanes because the earth has to be balanced at all time. Okay? The earth always has to be balanced. So understand that we are causing this. It's us. It ain't God coming. Ain't nobody coming. It's us. We don't know how to control our own self. How did I become more self-aware is that I had to pay attention to what's coming out. I always pay attention to see how I affect people. And sometimes you miss it. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes something slips through. Sometimes you think that you know, but you don't know. But you start paying attention to what comes out, how people speak to you, how people treat you, how people show you respect, how people don't show you respect, how people act towards you and how you act towards them, the words that you use, the energy that you use, and how you feel. You just gotta pay attention to you. So how do I become more this self-aware? Is because I have to shut up most. I have to shut up for a while, and most of the times I stay in my head. I don't. You know what I mean? Like I stay in my head. I don't speak. I don't do anything. I just sit there and just see what's in there. Otherwise oh, thank you, vegan girl. Self-reflection takes effort and it has to be intentional. It has to be intentional. It has to be an intentional thing because you've been doing the same thing for all your life and you still don't know what you're doing. This is facts. This is why we can't change our life. This is why we don't know. We think that we don't control our life. This is why we think our control comes from somewhere else. Let me tell you this. God has, I don't want to say this bad, but if there's a God, I could understand that being has shit to do. So it's 30 minutes with self, right? I could see that right now. I have to be in the now. You have to be in the now. I could see the God that we call God. If God really exists, this is not a debate on if he does or not. I don't debate those things. But I could see that God has shit to do. Melina, how you doing? Long time no see. I could see God has shit to do. And here he said, I'm already breathing for you. I'm already beating your heart. I'm already digesting your food. I already have your kidneys working. I'm doing all that for you. What more do you want me to do that you can't do? Like I'm making your heart beat on it. You're not doing it. Sapio, Jelex, what's going on with you, girl? How are you doing? Good to see you too, Melina. Good to see you too. I'm already breathing your heart. I'm already, your lungs is, you're growing. I have food there. You got the earth. You got. What do you want me to do? You want me to save you from what? Yourself? Like, God, give me this. Understand. You don't think God have bigger shit to do? I'm doing great too. You know, there's planets up there that needs to be, there's meteoroids, asteroids, planets, the sun, there are all these other galaxies. And it's not just one galaxy. It's a whole bunch of them jokers. Things are going on. I mean, if there was a God, you don't think God is busy? I'm just saying. But you're trying to have him manage you. You're trying to have God manage you. Listen, the architect never manages what he creates. That's your job. There is an architect and there's a manager. If you can't manage this, then you don't deserve it. You want God being to manage you? You really need to be managed, because instead of waking up and being self-aware and all this stuff, you want something else to manage that? When have you ever seen an architect create a building and he became the manager of it? I mean, when have you seen he became the manager? We always say, God is the head of all my life. God is the head. God first. Let me tell you, that's obvious. God first with everyone. Because if God wasn't first, you won't be breathing. You know, we say these dumb things because we hear these dumb things all the time. And I don't want to make nobody feel bad. But if God wasn't first, you're not breathing on your own. Your heart isn't beating on its own. Of course, God, whatever the creator is first. It has to be first, because you're not doing it. You ain't nothing that you're doing. To live, you ain't got to do nothing to live. Nothing. You just living. You ain't doing it on your own. So of course, God, everybody want to sound so religious and spirit. God is first. Listen. Come on, man. Like, let's be smart about this crap that we always hear that we don't know how to explain. Sometimes you just gotta shut your mouth. God first. God is first. God is the head of my life. Well, technically, he's not going to manage your life. We want God to manage your life. God, please, what do I need to do? But figure it out. Yeah, figure it out. We want him to be everything. And let me tell you, we want him to be everything and more, but we are already everything and more too. We are already everything and more. We are created in his own image. There's no physical image, but we are the same. So here we are. We're trying to figure. Why can't we learn to? Why are we so afraid to try to figure things out? Why are we so afraid to try to? This is your experience. Experience the damn thing. Do things. Go. Have fun. Create. Laugh. Joke. Play. Skip. Jump. This is your experience. Experience the damn thing. Why take it so serious? Why take it so serious? Just experience the damn thing. The plants managing their... You know what? That's just too much. Ain't that something that the plants managing their... Have you seen an ant? Have you seen an ant? Have you seen ant? Skip jump. Have you seen an ant? Experience the damn thing. Have you seen an ant? To keep messing up. Mess up. If you can't learn by you messing up, then if you keep messing up because you can't learn, then you have a problem. It's not God that you need. You need to. I mean, seriously. If you can't learn by you messing up, then if you keep messing up because you can't learn, then you have a problem. It's not God that you need. You need to. I mean, seriously. All joke aside, if you're afraid to keep messing up and you don't want to mess up, it's not God you need. You need to mess up. You need to mess up again. Because you need to learn your lesson. I'm just saying. The ants outside, you see them jokers forming a line to carry the worms and to carry their food. You think the ants say, God, please, God. Ants, can you imagine the ants, God, please, help me. Help you do what? This is your cycle. You're here now. Do what you do. Experience life as an ant. Nobody is so proud to make a life for himself besides humans. Every ant is making a life. The fungus is, the bacteria is, the weeds outside is. And you thinking that is hard. The weeds coming up and eating and growing, getting bigger. You ain't feeding them. You ain't feeding them, but the weeds are growing, and you putting them jokers up because they keep growing. I'm serious. Here we are. The ants doing their own thing, the butterfly doing their thing, centipedes doing their thing, the cats and dogs, lions, elephants doing their thing. They're only, God, please. No, human beings think that you need something more. Humans always think that they need, humans think that something is wrong with you. Humans believe that we have a short. Humans believe that we are not perfect. Humans believe there's something missing. If nothing is missing in a mini tiny ant, how the hell is something missing within you when you have the power to think? But since you can't think straight, since you can't think properly, since you want to make excuses for yourself, so you're not thinking, you don't want to take accountability for your own life, for your own thoughts, then you're not going to do it. You're going to be like, God, help me. What is God's will? It's God's will. You think there's 7.8 billion people here. We just don't, we don't tap into it. That's what I'm saying, Miguel. We refuse to, we think because we mess up, we think that it's bad. Listen, you think that God is looking at you like, oh my God, second time. Oh, third time. I'm keeping a record, fifth time. Oh my God. If you don't want suffering. If you don't learn, I don't care how much you mess up. If you don't learn, it's you. So being afraid to mess up is going to just mess you up even more. It's going to make you stop. God ain't there counting your, I can't believe he did it again. Please, this is a cycle of life. Hello, Queen Shanice, how are you? Since you say hello twice. I'm serious. Oh my God, I can't believe. Listen, you are young. You are a child. You are my damn half twin. Listen. Just live. Just freaking live. I'm from the Caribbean. Just live. Just breathe. Breathe the fresh air. Do your thing. Do what you want. Do whatever you want to do. But understand that everything that you do is going to bring you something. If that can't teach you, then it's not God that you need. You need self-awareness, not God. Everybody always want to look at God for when they're not looking at themselves. When I look for myself, I found God. I have to look for myself to find God. You cannot look for God and think that you're gonna find God without finding yourself. How can you find God when you can't find yourself? And you're the one right here. You could see you, smell you, touch you. You can smell your armpit. You could see your pee-pee. This is you right there. If you can't tell that you're right there, how can you find something that is not seen or heard or smelled? We have to take responsibility for this. You gotta try, do shit. Have fun doing it. I think everybody, I don't understand how we have, again, I have to emphasize this. You have the simplest time. Everything around you teaches you. Every single, when the student is ready, who appears? When the student is ready, who appears? This teacher appears. How can a man say he loves God when he don't even know? That's what I'm saying. But we're quick to say we love God because we heard it. We heard that we should do it. We heard everybody teach us, and look at us funny if we say we don't. If you say you don't love God, what? You don't love God either. Many of them don't even love. Many of them don't even understand what God is. People think God is a man. God is a being. God is a man. We humanize God. And you don't even let me say this one thing. I'm gonna say that and then I'm gonna jump. The God that you serve, from your thoughts and your experience and your teachings and your church and everything else, you created that in your mind. I'm not saying that you created the being, but in your mind, you think that you are the one who created the concept. It's your concept. What you believe. What you believe is a version of what you think God is. Let's just say what you believe is a version of what you think God is, and we think that's the real one. The question is it? The question is, do we question? Do we question what we believe? We don't. We took this thing in from birth. We never asked no questions. People tell us all these things. And just because of that people was our mothers and fathers and our pastors and our teachers told us all these things. So as a man thinketh, right? People fed us all this knowledge and we took it in. We never questioned it. Now we are 40 years old, 30 years old, 50 years old. Our life ain't in order. We're not happy. We're not at peace. We're not where we want to be in life. We think we should be somewhere else. We bad relationships. We suffer. We're in pain. We have grudges. We have doubts. We have all these insecurities. We have anger. We have frustration. We have drama. We have negative, terrible relationships. We have our kids doing whatever they want to do. We have this. Life sucks. Eating foul, drinking foul, killing ourselves. Because of what you believe. What you was taught is not for you. This is why it never worked. It's not working because it's not for you. It's not your belief system. It's somebody else who passed that crap to you that didn't work for them. But since we loved them, we took it. I don't want to make nobody mad. I don't want to make nobody upset. I don't want to make nobody look at me and hate me. I'm just speaking. I could be completely wrong. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. But I promise you now, the things that I learned too, I don't use them anymore. No, I don't use them anymore. I don't use them. I know that my mother is my mother. My family is my family. But the things that I learned at 2, 3, 4, no, I had to dump it. Dump that crap. Dump that garbage. Because nobody questioned at 2 years old and at 6 years old and at 7 years old, nobody questioned where it was coming from. Nobody questioned the validity of it. Nobody questioned how valid this belief was. We just took it. And now here I am telling you something different. You want to question me? So you say, no, I didn't say nothing. I'm just speaking. You hearing what you want to hear. At 40 years old, we're still confused. Our life is crappy. Our life is so crap. We can't manifest our desires. We can't manifest peace. We can't manifest love. We are afraid to die. We are afraid to live. We are afraid to try. We are afraid to do every single thing. And yet you still have the same crappy belief that you once had at 5 years old. It's not working for you. It ain't working for you. Fantasy, what's going on, man? How you doing? It hasn't worked for you yet. But you hold on to it because it was given. It was handed down by your mother, your father. People are born. How can you born into Christianity? Because your mother, your father is one, your sister is one, so you became one. How can you born into Muslim? Because your family is one. How can you born into? How can we be born into a belief? It makes no damn sense. That means nobody's expressing life purely. People is only expressing life through a belief system. You are only expressing life through a belief system. So therefore, all you can experience is your belief. You cannot experience nothing outside of your belief. You are limited. Your experience here is limited based on what you already put in and what you hold sacred to your heart, which is your belief. That's not true or false. It's just something that somebody told you and something that you keep thinking about. Yeah, see, my dad is a pastor. So there we go. So we feel obligated to be under his church. But here's the thing. You shall know them by their fruits. Look at your fruits. Nobody want to do that. You shall know yourself by your fruits. Listen. We say that we shall know them by their fruits, but look at our fruits. Let's have a deep look. Let's be real. You know what? Maybe my job here is to wake people the hell up. After I woke up, see, when I began my wake up journey, it was the hardest thing I ever did. Love London, how you doing? When I began to wake up, it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I was ridiculous. Oh yeah, learn it from your own. Because you have to. Because this is your own experience. You have to learn on your own. But let me tell you, man, when I started to question everything what I believe and question who I call my savior and question, I'm like, what the hell? Why do I believe what I believe? Other than my mom told me, or my dad, or my pastor, or my church, or my family, or everybody who lives amongst me. Believe the same thing. Yeah. I question everything about my life, trying to understand. I'm telling you. But the Bible said you shall know them by their fruits. Now, let's look at our own fruits. If you shall know them by their fruit, you shall know yourself by your fruits. By your own fruits. Curious to kill the cat. Let me tell you. Even the concept of love that came from somewhere. Somebody tell you how to express love, how to do it, how to show it, how to feel it. Love can't be explained. Love is a higher frequency. Nothing of a higher frequency can be explained because words carry a very low frequency. How can you use something with a low frequency to explain something with a high frequency? It cannot work. We try to explain who God is. How can you explain what God is? Your words carry, you created words. How can you use what you created to define something that created you? Listen, but I ain't going there. I'm not going there. Let me not go there because I don't want to get nobody mad. Let me not even go in that part because I think you all going to hate me on that part. We're using what we create, which is our words. I, F, shit, damn, boo, is, are, da. Interesting. Damn. Okay. Yes. No. This. That. These. Tall. Short. Good. Bad. We use what we created to try to defend, to try to define what created us. How can the lower frequency define or understand the higher frequency? This is why our life, our fruits are not really that good. But nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that kind of stuff because it makes you question things. It makes you question. It makes you question. It makes you question everything. Nobody wants to question. See, as I speak about this, my viewers get lower, and that's fine. That's perfect. Let me tell you this. You have, even the Bible tells you, test every spirit. Question every, listen, don't just take things in. Because once you take things in, you know what happened, man? Once you bite of the fruit of knowledge, once you bite, listen, that fruit looks good. It sounds good. It sounds like it wants, it sounds, listen. We judge, we look at Adam and Eve like they're the most dumbest people. Let me tell you, you know how some, you know, like, have you ever heard a good session where somebody is talking negatively? You're hearing all the drama about somebody's life. You know how good it feels to listen in, and then when you listen in and you bite off the fruit of that knowledge, when you try to listen and you believe that garbage you planned. How many times a day do we do that? How many times a day do we do that? How many times a day do we see knowledge and we bite into it? Many times. But we look at Adam and Eve like they were stupid. I can't believe Adam and Eve ate their fruit. You know what the fruit was? That fruit was knowledge. It was knowledge. That's why it says the fruit of knowledge of good and evil. It was knowledge was the fruit. How much do you want to learn? It's knowledge. Knowledge was the fruit. It was knowledge. Do we understand this? It was knowledge. The fruit was knowledge. Miriam, what's up? How are you doing? The fruit was knowledge. How many times do you eat up the knowledge of good and evil and that crap start growing ideas and fear and all this crap in your mind, insecurities and all this crap, and you know you're feeling this and you're feeling cut off. Now you start to believe this. No, God called you, Kirk, where are you? I don't know. Because you cut off yourself from the knowledge, but you don't have understanding. This is why knowledge without understanding will perish you. It will destroy you. You will surely die. It will make you feel. We think Adam and Eve is stupid. Understand, you do this every day. You got the same knowledge when you were growing up. Listen, Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden represent your purity. Donna, how are you doing? How are you doing? Knowledge is the fruit. Adam and Eve and the Garden of Eden represented you were born in perfection. You were born in the middle. You was born from the middle of a woman's womb, from imperfection in the garden that protected you. You were protected. ATL, what's going on? But here comes the knowledge that you bit on. Your mom told you this. What love was, what people was, how to do, how to look at people, how to love people, how to like people, how to go to, how to not go to. And you bit off the fruit of knowledge of good and evil. And as you bit up the fruit of knowledge of good and evil, you start to judge based on the fruit that you were eating. You start to judge, well, my mom told me this, so that means you are lying, you this, you ain't right, you ain't good. You start to use it for judgment. The fruit was knowledge. You think knowledge is power. We say knowledge is power. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge could bring destruction to yourself. When you get knowledge, you begin to, man, listen. Knowledge will perish you. Many of us, I'm like, I'm not good enough. That knowledge right there of you not being good enough. Mary, how are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome, long time to see. That knowledge of, because knowledge is not bad or good. Just because it's something that you don't want to hear, it doesn't mean that it's not knowledge. It's still knowledge. If somebody tell you that you are not good enough, you bite in the damn fruit. What happens when you bite off the fruit? Man, what happens when you bite off the fruit of believing it or not? Kirk, you ain't gonna never be good enough. Outlaw, you ain't gonna never, listen, you ain't gonna never find a man who loves you. When you bite up that fruit, what? Boy, that thing start growing trees, 10,000 feet up in the sky. You start believing your own trees. No, them trees is giving you shade. Thank you, Mary. I'm serious. Somebody tell me that you ain't gonna never be anything. No man ain't gonna ever want you. No woman gonna ever want you. You're not good enough. You so ugly. You start biting. That's the fruit. That's the fruit, people. You think it was an apple? I heard two men talking. The other day. I think the fruit was an apple. You missing the point. You missed it. Here you go and worry about what fruit it was. You missed the entire point. You missed the entire point. Man, I'm telling you, knowledge is not good or bad. Knowledge is whatever fruit that you bite and it grows. Listen, that's why you gotta be careful about what you entertain. Because some of you all like the knowledge. Some of you all like that talking about people. Some of you all rumors. When you hear you have you ever heard of juicy gossip? You ever heard of juicy? Hey, listen. God forbid. Hey, listen. Allah. God forbid. Jennifer Lopez or who? I don't even know them. Will Smith or Jada Pinkett Smith. God forbid they do something that's in the news. God forbid they did something. Boy, you tune in. Listen, you stay on YouTube all day. Derek Jackson, you stay on YouTube all day trying to figure out, you're trying to get this knowledge. And you bite them every day. You not realizing that you will never know the truth. Because the truth is not your business. It's not for you to know. It's not your business. So you bite in this knowledge and oh my God, you're right. He should suffer. You put in your own twist to the whole thing. You don't know what's going on. You don't know. But you know, everything. Listen, you bite in this juicy gossip. This gossip is just, you just in tune with this gossip. God forbid somebody did something in the media. God forbid President Bush or whoever else who is the president right now. I don't even know. What's his name? Biden? God forbid he did something. You bite in that fruit like it's nothing. You just eat. And how does the truth affect you? It really doesn't. But you bite in it, now you're distracted from life. You know what that does, man? This is why God told him, you shall surely die. Because it distracts you from life. If you don't have life right now, you die. See, here's the thing. We look at the serpent for being, oh my God, the serpent. It's the devil. Who gives you your knowledge? Does the devil give you your knowledge? No, your pastor do. Your mother do. Your father do. Yeah, everybody does. This serpent is just symbolic to something. The serpent is actually a very smart individual. When the right seed is knowledge is powerful when it's applied, or its application creates and brings life. This is why God said you shall surely die. Because now you become distracted from life. If you are distracted from life, and life is in the now, life is not in the past. Let the dead bury the dead. Life cannot be yesterday. Life is not in the past. Life is in the present. Anytime you bite it on, you are distracted. It's not your business. We believe everything they said too. If the media bring it, we believe, because we yearn for that. We yearn for that knowledge, because the knowledge within us, we don't have it. So we have to look outside of us to make us satisfied. The knowledge that we need to live. Don't attach to anything that's not even human. I'm telling you, the knowledge that we need to live, we don't have it. You shall know them by their fruits. I never finished this. That's a good point. That's a good point, Kimish. That's a great point. That's a damn good point. Because sometimes, even in relationships, the serpent is that person who taught us that damn knowledge, but we hate the serpent, but we don't want to take the lesson. So the serpent has to come again and come again because we failed to learn. But, like I was saying, the stock market, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And we lack knowledge so much. Let me tell you this. If what you learned, what you have acquired in your mind, in your belief system, if what you have learned over these years, good evening, Thai Soul, how are you? If what you have acquired over all your life, let's be honest, let's be real. If what you acquired was supposed to be acquired and learned, your life would be perfect. Oh, thank you, Ruby. Thank you so much. Seriously, if what you acquired was truth, you will right now live in a life of peace, harmony, love, minimal suffering, truth, understanding. You'll be living a life with all your finances straight, your prosperity, success. You will. You will live that. You will believe in that. But since the Bible says you shall know them by their fruits, we never look inside and see our own fruits. We think our fruits of poverty is honor. We think our fruits of living in a way that poverty and poor and weak and sinners, we think that's normally perfect. We think that's perfectly fine. We think, yeah. I said this before. Okay, Kerwin. Snake was we know too damn much. Ain't that we know too much? We believe too much. We believe too dang much. The snake was a lie, cause Adam lied, cause where did Cain? Hey. But when is the last time we look at our fruits and see what we seriously? Let's look at our own fruits. Let's use this live right here. Let's call this live. We shall know them by their fruits. Let's be real. Let's look at ourselves. Look at our fruits. Think about your fruits. Think about finances. Have you ever seen an orange with one orange on it? Have you ever seen an orange with one orange? Have you ever seen an orange tree with one orange? Have you ever seen an apple tree with one apple? Have you ever seen a grapevine with just one grape? Have you ever seen a plum tree with one plum? Have you seen a tangerine tree with just one tangerine? Have you ever seen life with? Have you ever seen a tree with one leaf? Have you? Have you ever seen a tree with one branch? Have you ever seen a tree? Oh, anything. A banana tree with one banana. A fig tree with one fig. Have you ever seen anything with just one? Probably not. You probably never. A mango tree with one mango? No, something is wrong. Something is wrong. If you see a mango tree and only bears one mango, something is off. You will look at the tree and like, what is going on with this damn tree? And the worst thing is if you grow in this tree, right? If you grow in this tree and you only see one tomato on this little tree, you're like, one tomato all season? Something is wrong. But for some reason, hey, Chip, I can't say your name. Thank you for joining. Is it a spiritual talk? You can say that. It's just a talk. It's not spiritual, it's not religious, it's just life. When you plant this, when you see one tree bear on, if you see, you know what I'm saying? Like you question, why is only one tomato on my tree? Like what's wrong with it? But we live in life and we always lacking. We lack happiness, we lack peace, we lack money, we lack this, we lack that, we lack this, we lack this, we lack this. How? You don't think something is wrong? one thing about life creates it in abundance. We do exist in many dimensions, but I'm talking about existing in this physical world, in this physical realm, where all these trees are bare. Life happens in an abundance. If we that have, and this might rough some feathers up, and this is not a judgment call. I just want us to look at our fruits. Look at our fruits. Of course. Yeah, she's dope. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm about to get off. But I'm saying, look at our fruits, and let's be honest with our fruits. Let's be real with our fruits. Look at our life. Look at our lifestyle. Look at what we have. Look at what we're lacking. Look at what we're suffering. Look. Because if we have it, if we lacking all these things that we want, then we have to look at our belief systems and our thought processing. Because something is off. Because the man inside only reflects outside. The man outside only reflects what's inside. Looking for my hey, Sky Blue. Seriously, you can only reflect everything outside is only reflected from the inside. So if your fruits is minimal, if your fruits is bad, if your fruits are rotten, understand the inside has to be rotten too. Because from a bad tree come bad fruits. I don't care what nobody say. The Bible that you read tells you that too. But you don't even have to look at the Bible. This is common sense. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You cannot expect to think that you are good when you are producing bad fruits. And if you are not producing the fruits that you desire in life, then therefore, damn it, you are doing something wrong. You got to look at what you are doing. You got to be honest with yourself. But many of us don't want to be honest with ourselves. Ken, what's good with you, girl? Miss Scott, life needs to be balanced from the beginning with the righteous plan to send in you so you can grow. Man, listen, if you let's take today. Take to my garden. What? Say that again. Let's be honest today. If you want something and you don't have it, why don't you have it? It's not skip it low. It's not because it don't exist. Tanika, how you doing? I totally agree. People don't want to accept accountability. I'm telling you. What's going on, Mr. John Blake? How you doing, man? Welcome back. If you're looking at your life and you don't see what you want in your life, in this existence, listen, this is, again, let me tell you how crazy this is. Let's be real. Something is breathing for you. Your heart is beaten by something else, another source. Your lungs from another source. Your kidneys from all your organs, even your pee-pee. Another source controls the function of them. Something is within you that's controlling the function of what's in you. Your breath, everything is controlled by something that you are not doing. You ain't doing it. And you telling me that you still not using the knowledge to create something outside, something more, something experience, abundance. You have everything already prepared for you. Yeah, so your pee-pee. I'm just saying. Everything is already going on within you. All you have to do is step out just to create just to use energy that you don't have to use the energy to do anything else. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Long time no see. How are you doing? See, I'm serious. So you tell me if you're still struggling with life, still struggling with creating, still struggling with outside world, still struggling with abundance, still struggling with finances, it's because something is disconnected. And we have to be honest with ourselves. If it's disconnected, fix it. Nothing wrong with you. Just fix the disconnection. Fix the connection. It's something that needs to be connected. It's some knowledge that you lack. Thank you, Sky Blue. You fabulous. That's what I'm talking about. You fabulous. You want hubby. You know, I hope when I get 70 years old, I could be like you, Jenny. You want a hubby? That's the coolest dude I ever met. I ever seen. Your hubby is the coolest man I ever seen. Just the coolest man I have ever seen is your hubby. I ain't even playing with you. That's the coolest looking brother I ever seen. I hope I have the energy. I hope I have the strength. I hope I have the look. I hope I carry myself that way. I hope I'm just, You know what I mean? Tell husband and say, what's up, Jenny? Fix the connection. When your internet goes out, you don't throw away the phone. You fix the connection. When the TV goes out from your smart TV, you don't throw it in. You fix the connection. I'm coming back next month. No, this month. Maybe like 3 weeks. In 3 weeks. Good fantasy. Good you back. But yeah, I'll be ready in like 3 weeks to see my daughter again. But yeah, so I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Sometimes, giving knowledge, where your wife at, son. And let's block this person because I don't see why my wife, or if I have one or not, matters to them. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna block you. I'm gonna mute you so that you could be mute you for my current life. There you go. Because I don't know where my wife or girlfriend or whatever have to do with you and your business. Where my wife? Why? See, do you see how distracted we get though? Facts. Make sure the connection is good. Listen, I'm telling you. Many times, you know, have you ever had a connection with someone that was just a beautiful connection? That's a beautiful connection. That's a beautiful connection. But sometimes when it's broken, sometimes it's the weak girl. But yeah. But sometimes when the connection is broken, you don't throw away the people. You fix the connection. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta fix the connection. There's nothing wrong with you. Just fix the connection. Many times the connection that we have also is not what we think it is. Many times this connection that we have with people is not love. Yeah, I'm telling you, sometimes this connection is not even love. It's not even about love. It was never about love. This connection that makes us suffer, that makes us hurt, that makes us painful experience, drama, all this insecurity. That's not love. Love don't build those things. I had a connection. I'm telling you, it's not love. Listen, love births what? Love births respect. Love births truth. Love births honor. It births peace. It births inspiration. It births motivation. It births growth. It births creativity. It births all those things. So if what you are birthing in your relationship is anger and drama and hate and strife and survival and all that stuff, it's not love. The connection was never love. The connection was fear. So sometimes the connection that you have, it births trust. The connection that you have with someone is based on fear. It's fear. It's not love. That's what fear builds. So now you have to look inside of you and see what the hell is going on. What am I lacking? What do I fear? What do I fear the most? Because I must connect to that person's fear. You know how many people carry fear, man? You're going to meet one to... Listen, the amount of people who carry fear on a regular basis, you're going to meet them inside your house. You walk inside your house, you see them. You walk... You see these people. Just a trauma bond. Fear. It's just fear. And you know, fear could be disguised as anger, jealousy, frustration. It could be disguised as trauma bond. It could be disguised as so many things. How do you clear the blockage of negativity? You don't have to clear anything. There's nothing to clear. Let me tell you what you do. I'm the man with the simplest answers because I don't have difficult. I have the simplest. I don't have hard answers. There's no hard answers in life. How do you clear the blockage of negativity? You become aware of them. You become aware. Awareness is what builds. Awareness changes everything. You don't have to do anything. Listen, you don't have to breathe. You don't have to pump your... I think we try to do too much. We try to do too much. We try to fix certain things. We try to fix things. Listen, there's nothing to fix. We are just not aware. We are just sleeping people. We are sleeping and we are just experiencing life through our sleep. And we are not awakened to realize what is happening. So when you wake your ass up, you're going to see exactly what's going on. You're going to see, I'm for real. Like you're going to see, when you wake up, you realize there's nothing to fix. I just going to see what I'm doing. I can't see right now. I can't. But we're walking around here with our eyes wide open. We're blind as hell. We don't see nothing. That's how you walk into a wall every single time. How you have a bad experience every single time? How you have a bad relationship every single time? How you choose the wrong person every single time? How you do this because you're sleeping, because you're not seeing where you are going. Because naturally your body, let me tell you about the body, right? Let me tell you about the body. The body is superb. The body goes off of signals and all this mirrors, all this. The body listen, the body is so strong, right? If you live in a house, you know how many steps you got to take to turn left. You're not doing it with your eyes. You're doing it naturally. Listen, your body knows how to. Your body knows how to change route and how to go up and down. Your body knows when to turn. Your body knows everything. Listen, when you're sleeping, right? When you're sleeping, you know when to turn corners up and down. You don't have to think about it. You just go. You're unconscious. So you don't have to be awakened for the body to react to certain things. You could be completely asleep. But it doesn't bring you happiness. See, happiness, you have to be awakened. Happiness, you have to be awakened. Now listen, you ain't breathing on your own. Your heart ain't beating on its own. Your lungs ain't working on their own. Your kidneys ain't working on their own. Digestive system, everything, nothing works on its own. Everything is a higher power. How do you break blockages? You don't have to do anything either. You're not doing anything on your own. There's nothing to do. But when you become aware that you have blockages is when you become aware that you have blockages. That's when you make different choices. That's when you choose different routes. That's when you start thinking differently. Because you become aware of it. It's just awareness changes every single thing. The thing is, we are not aware. We are very unconscious. Walking in a place where we're bumping into the same thing every single time. And though you bump into the same wall, how are you not knocked out? Why are you retarded enough to keep bumping into the same thing? You can't be doing that and be awake. You can't be awakened. Yeah. You can't be awakened and keep bumping into the same thing. If you awaken, one time you learn. I'm serious. Listen, if you awaken one thing, you learn your lesson. You take it. Then you change direction. You go in the same direction every single time. Of course, you're gonna keep bumping. All men are dogs. All men are liars. Because you keep bumping into the same damn man. You sleeping. Your eyes are closed. You don't know where you are going. That's why you experience these. Some of you are afraid to death of men. You're afraid to death of men. It's not men. It's you. It's not woman. It's you. You're the blind one. You don't even know who you're meeting. Men is this, men. It's not men, because God didn't leave you amongst men who are just destructive. God didn't leave you among men who are just destructive and hateful and just want to destroy you. That's not what God leaves you in. Come on now. You're hard-headed. You need to wake up. But pain is not waking you up. So I don't know what you need to wake you up. Pain is not waking you up. You are being shaken. You are being shook. Somebody is shaking you, but you are not waking up. You're feeling pain. You're feeling suffering, but you're not waking up. What it takes to awaken you, I don't know. I'm serious. You just taking forever to wake up because you want to enjoy life or you want to enjoy life. You want to express life or you express life. You're doing what you need to do. I believe I'm just here to wake people up. You want to truck what I'm telling you. All you see is yourself. You want to truck what you are. There's nothing to experience but you. There's nothing else to experience but you. Nothing else. You are the only thing that's worth experiencing. Seriously, there is nothing else to experience but you. Because nothing else exists. Because everybody that you meet is you. A version of you. A version of what you need to be. A version of what you... It's just you. You're just meeting you when you're joining. We all the same. Everybody's everybody. There's nothing to experience. All you experience is you're deeper as you get older, as you get more wiser, as you get more mature and more spiritual and more stronger. You just go deeper and deeper and keep meeting you. And you keep meeting you. So if you keep meeting the same people you meeting that you hate, and you hate yourself, that's why you keep suffering with these people. Listen, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings tonight, but you're suffering with yourself. You keep meeting these people, so that's why you keep suffering, because you hate yourself. That's why you got to keep putting yourself through that situation. She's so crazy, what's good? I'm serious. You keep meeting, you can't stand yourself. So of course when you meet yourself in a different version, your eyes come off of you and you go on him, but you're looking at yourself. I'm serious. It's you. You just met you. You just met you. But you know what? You haven't found yourself yet, so you're going to meet you again. And next, the next person that's going to destroy you, just like how you destroy yourself. You destroy yourself. What about feeling of the same person again? What does that mean, Aisha? Explain. Choose gum. What's good with you? Wake up and out of your. This thing is going state of this comatose state of mind. I'm telling you, people are fast as they. The reason why you don't like them is because you don't like you. There's no one to like. There's no one that really exists. It's you. You can only perceive what's inside. You can only perceive what's going on inside of you. You can only perceive your perception. You can only perceive your understanding. You can only perceive what you see, what you are. You can't perceive nothing else. Kirk, quit shaking me. You're awake now? Or you think you met yourself and then turn out to be... When you meet yourself, you know that you meet yourself. Nobody pretends. Let me tell you about pretending, right? Here's the thing. We say people pretend to be something else. Let me tell you this. Can a dog pretend to be a cat? You're gonna face yourself. I'm telling you. Listen. The only person to face is yourself. Nobody could pretend when you are real. They can't. I'm sorry. Listen. I know. We say that all the time. People pretend. Well, he was just pretending for. Listen. Nobody could. The energy never lies. The energy cannot lie. Let me tell you something about energy. Energy is the B. That thing is. I don't care if. So, okay. Let's break this down. Okay, let's break this down. I'm not saying people don't try to pretend. Yes, people do pretend. I'm not saying that they don't try to pretend. Don't take me literal. Understand this. If I can't see my reflection in someone's eyes, then I'm living in the unrealistic. Listen. You are the truth. She said, I got bad energy. I'm telling you, nobody could pretend anything. It's something about energy that listen, all you are is energy. All you are. You are only energy. All you are is energy. You are energy. Your entire being is energy. That's all. That's what you are. Energy. Okay? That's all you are. You are just energy in a form of a human. Okay? Now, just because your eyes are conditioned to look at yourself as a human physical body, you cannot see the energy that you really are. You cannot see. You don't even think about it, but you are energy. If I am energy, if my entire essence is energy, what happens is this right here. My words that I use is me leaving. Kels, you miss Kels, when are you? 2 weeks for this life. Oh, really? Listen, I'm telling you, if I'm energy, the words that I speak is my energy leaving me. It's energy. The things that I do, my movement, my smile, it's all me. I am just bringing out my energy to those things. Now, if the words that I speak if it's energy, and your peace, your love, your true nature cannot feel any different. If your nature don't know how to differentiate energy, then you're going to be lied to because you're not paying attention. You are the truth. And if I am the truth, okay, let's go deep. If I am the truth, you have to be the truth too. Because we have the same God within us. We have the same source of energy, which is the same God, the same creator, the same architect is running through our veins. So therefore, we must be the truth. Seriously, we must be the truth. We are the truth. If I'm the truth, you're the truth. And even though you lie, you are still the truth. Listen, we have the same God within us. Just because you choose to not bring it out, or just because you choose to express it, that same God in you in different ways, that's in your business. But it never changes the fact that I am the truth and you can always be the truth. Now, if you lie, and I am connected to you because it's the same God that's connecting every single one of us. So when energy leaves you, if it's never true when it leaves you, when it hits me, since I am the same God that's in you, I will be affected by by your words. I feel your energy. It's not real. Listen. You trying to figure me out through me. Can't do that. You gotta figure me out through you. Okay. Listen. You all get what I'm saying? Is that hard to understand? I mean, is that too hard to, I mean, did you all miss that or did you all get it? Do you all understand it? Everything I do is my energy. If you cannot feel within you what's true or false, something is disconnected in you. You are disconnected. Nobody could pretend. I love the image projecting back at me. Just rewarded. Oh, man. You got to feel through you. It's only you. You got to feel. Many of you don't pay attention to you. You have been used to looking out so much. Figure me out through. Yeah. You cannot figure me out through me. You got to figure me out through you. And I got to figure you out through me. And there's nothing to figure out. I feel. Listen. The reason why we say, now, how does gaslighting fit here? You just, okay, explain to me what exactly was gaslighting. How do you define gaslighting? Let's break it down real quick. What about feeding people negative energy? Energy, what I'm about to say is stupid. What I'm about to say is stupid. Depending on how you understand energy. Energy is not negative or positive. Energy is just energy. Energy is neutral. Bam! Outlaw. Facts. 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 People used to lying to themselves. Before you end, give a silent meditation. Okay. Okay, Lisa. I'm telling you. Listen. There is no such thing as negative or positive energy. Energy is just energy. How you think is negative is if you don't like how it feels. Then you might say it's negative. But everybody is energy. Energy is energy. You can use it for any different thing. Okay? That the truth is, someone says is why, and I am wrong. So that's your ego as well as theirs. Okay. Let me tell you how I experience that. Miriam, if you tell me why and I say X, and you say I'm wrong, I say okay. And I say I never say you're wrong because I can't tell you that you're wrong. That's your own system. That's your own self. That's your own experience. How can I say that you're wrong? The thing is, that's the ego fighting to survive. You being wrong and me being right is just ego controlling. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no need to explain. Like, we fight to explain so much. Why? Because the frequency is not the same. We're on two different frequencies. If I fighting to say I'm right, then you say, then what's the real point? There's no point to it. Hello, Queen T with curves. Okay, curvy. But yeah, so we say I'm right. There's no gaslighting. It is what it is. People say what they want to say. People do what they want to do. But the thing is, what we do is that we stay in those relationships when we are not really free to express and to be happy and to flow smoothly. We're not free to love and we are not free. We just in this relationship just because we think that we, do you know the real truth is you don't owe nobody anything. How we react is who we are. That's facts. I'm handsome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But we only see life through our own eyes. God is real. God is as real as you think. Hey, thank you, Fantasy. Thank you, man. Thank you. I do appreciate that. It would be good meditation is not what people think. It will eliminate all energy that may be. I got you. Set fire to me. I set fire to my ex. I think it worked breaking bonds. If you are getting in fights about right and wrong because you don't pay attention to red flag, many damn. Right and wrong is relative. It's not real anyway. I mean, your right and my wrong could be the same. Your right could be my wrong. Because my experience of it was, how I experienced it was different from yours. But in all honesty, thank you, Sky Blue. But in all honesty, we can't say what's right or because we don't know anything. I mean, having arguments like that, I don't. So you see, people comment on my stuff and people will tell me all this stuff. And people, like I had this person Tink, what's good with you, girl? How you doing? How are you doing? You missed a lot because I'm about to be finished. You know, I had people. Hey, I remember this guy wanted to debate with me my belief. I said, why you want to debate? Because I want to know why you don't. Why ain't you a Christian anymore? I said, but why? I'm not telling you not to be a Christian. No, I just want to talk.